You are never going to believe which town in Palm Beach County has the least inventory in single-family homes, and I guarantee you'll be shocked. But let's run through our towns with a super fast breakdown. And as you know, the amount of inventory has a direct bearing on price. The more inventory there is, the more it pushes down price. So what you may not know is there is often quite a bit of difference between one town or an area versus another. So that could affect you. Now watch this video just to the end to find out how your city's real estate market is doing. But let's start in Jupiter. Single-family homes are selling on average in about 40 days at 96% of what they're asking. And that's because there is a low inventory of just over 3 months. And that's why they're enjoying, if you're a seller anyway, being in a seller's market. So Jupiter's condos and townhomes inventory has risen from last month, so they are 4.5 months of inventory, but still in a buyer's market, but taking longer to sell at 73-day mark. Palm Beach Gardens market is interesting as there's not much of a difference in their condo market and their single-family home ratios, both of just over 4 months of inventory and receiving about 96% of their asking. But condos are selling faster than last month. They're going under contract at about 29 days compared to houses at about a month and a half. They too are in a seller's market. And West Palm Beach condo townhome market has come down from last month's almost 7 months of inventory, taking over 2 months to find their buyer, remaining in a buyer's market. But both condos and homes in West Palm Beach are receiving about 95% of their asking price. Single-family homes inventory is down from last month to just over 4 months of inventory. And that's a huge improvement from last year at this time. So congratulations, West Palm Beach. And single-family homes in Loxahatchee are in a seller's market with just over 4 months of inventory, taking less time to find that right offer at about the 60-day mark, but then accepting offers on average at about 98% of their asking price. Wellington homes and condos are receiving just over 95% of their asking price. Condo sales have picked up from last month in Wellington, and both houses and condos have about the same amount of inventory. And both markets are in what we refer to as a balanced market, as the inventory is around the 6-month mark. And then Lake Worth inventory is down to about 3.5 months and selling in about 30 days and getting about 94% of their asking price. So a strong seller's market. And Lake Worth condos, not great, with 8 months of inventory and 2.5 months to get an acceptable offer and only receiving 92% of their asking price. Now, Boynton Beach, single family homes inventory is just over 3 months and is in a seller's market there. Offers are coming in on average in about 30 days. Also great news. And sellers receiving about 96% or so of their asking price. But what about Boynton Beach's condo townhouse market, as there are lots of them there? Well, it's better than last month with less than 7 months of inventory. So they sit in a buyer's market and receiving less of their asking than their single family homes at just under 95% of their asking price. And they're taking more time to get an acceptable offer than there is in Delray. You may be surprised to know that the Delray condo townhouse inventory is down from last month. So that is good. And their days on market has come down too. So yes, taking over 2 months to find the right buyer and yet receiving just over 94% of their asking price. Still considered in a balanced market, but single family homes is very different. Definitely a seller's market when the inventory is less than 3.5 months, going under contract in just over a month. That's nice. And consistent with the other cities at around 95 to 96% of their asking price. That's what the offers are coming in at. Hypoluxo has less inventory than last month, with condo and townhomes, but taking a very long time to sell at 142 days. Yikes, what's going on there? Greenacres inventory is less than a month, but in a buyer's market, holding over 7.5 months in condos and townhomes, but in houses, just less than 4 months of inventory. Sales are happening around the 40-day mark, and they're receiving 98% of their asking. So who, you ask, has the least inventory in single-family homes? If you guessed Boca Raton, you're wrong. Boca Raton's single-family homes inventory has come down to 3.5 and a third months and receiving offers around 30 days and receiving almost 96% of asking. So we can say that Boca's single-family homes are in a seller's market too. So then what about the condo market there? Well, considering how much the condo market has been through for the last 3 years, the inventory is not too bad, with almost 5.5 months. They are in a balanced market and accepting offers at around 50 days. So if it wasn't Boca Raton with the least amount of single-family homes, then who was it? Well, surprised, Royal Palm Beach. They have only 2.6 months of inventory in the month of June, selling at a brisk 24 days and receiving over 98% of their asking, so taking less than a discount than everyone else. So congrats if you live there. Royal Palm Beach condo townhome market almost has 5 months in, and it's selling in about 55 days, receiving over 94% of their asking, and it still is a seller's market. And that leaves one city left, North Palm Beach. Townhomes and condos have over 8 months of inventory and are selling in about 2 months, which isn't really bad, and receiving almost 92% of their asking. And with that much inventory, they continue to be in a buyer's market. Anyway, so for the month of June, sadly, the condo townhome data for that area is the most underperforming in the county. However, houses there are on average going under contract in about 45 days, which is great. They have almost 5 months of inventory, and conversely, they are in a seller's market. And the report says that they are getting about 99% of their asking price. Palm Beach County has overall improved dramatically from the last few months, over a year. Prices have stabilized, and you can see that now is a good time to sell. If you're buying, you do not need to pay the going interest rate, because if you're working with me, through negotiation and special programs, we can lower your interest rate significantly. So please check my contact info in the description below and reach out.